So, good morning, one and all.
Uh, Good morning, sir.
Yeah. On behalf of Sandeep Technology Business Incubator, Nasik, Sandeep TBI, I welcome you all for the today's webinar on one-stop solution for startup company registration in India. Speaker for today's webinar is Mr. Mayur Patil. He is the founder of Fairweb Resources Private Limited and also one of the successful incubator of our incubation center. Also, we have provided a grant of 7 up to 7 lakh rupees to Payweb Resources Private Limited under Mighty Tide 2.0 program for this year. So, not taking too much of time, I request Mr. Mayur Patil to continue the session. Over
Yes,
to
sir.
you, Mayur.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everybody. So today's topic is startup company registration in India. So how can we start up? How can we start startup and how to register it? Okay. Then which point we will cover today? What is company registration? Then types of companies. How many types of companies in there? Okay. How to register the company? Then what is startup recognition registration and DPIIT recognition? How to register as a startup and apply it to DPIIT recognition. Okay. Then first point is what is startup registration? Okay. The kind of company, it means the kind of organization, the company's kind of organization, okay, which form is registered to appropriate authority of any country. Okay, depends on authority depends on the company. In our country, we have a MCA, Minister of Corporate Affairs. They will help us to register our company or organization in the corporate laws and securities laws of our country. Okay. Then types of company. There are mainly six kinds of company, like proprietorship, partnership, limited liabilities partnership, private limited companies, then public limited, then one person company. Okay. Then first is proprietorship. Proprietorship is one kind of firm. There is the director or the promoter is single person of the firm. Mainly, main objective is it means it have only one bank account. Depends on their the name of proprietorship firm. Okay. Then it have less compliances to fill and less cost to register it. It is not a type of, it is not a company, it is a legal firm. Then types of company, it is not a company, it's only the legal permission to granted by government of India. It don't have any kind of minimum share capital. Its member is only one. Okay. Then partnership. Second type is partnership. Partnership also not a not a part of company. It is a legal firm uh, registered under the central services. Okay, it is one kind of voluntary. If I have a group of people, but we are not making company, we are just working, so we can register under the partnership law. Okay. Then types of company, like this is not a company, is only the legal permission through the government. Then we can registered our legal entity in legal entity in government authority. It's not a company. The member can be a 100 persons, and minimum capital share is not required. Document is it needs partnership deed between the group of people. Then limited liability company, LLP. And LLP has the characteristics of both partnerships and company. It is a combination of partnership firm and the company. It have minimum two partners required in corporation and LLP. Okay. Then it have a type of company. Minimum share capital is 1 lakh. Members, 2 to 50 members can register the LLP. Then document required partnership deed and agreement between the all of partners. Then private limited company. It is the most popular type of company in our country. Private limited company registration is governed by the Companies Act 2013. Then it could be a minimum shareholder is two shareholders and up to 50 shareholders and two directors. Okay. Private limited company is a type of company. It will form under the Act of Company Act. Minimum capital is 1 lakh and members should be 2 to 50 members restricted immediate share transfer. We can't transfer share immediately in this act. Then public limited company. A public limited company under the Act of 2013. This is the kind of company that we can invest in IPO. Okay, a company that offer limited liability and offer to shares to the general public. Then public limited company is a type of company. Its minimum share capital is 5 lakh and the members is 7 and above. It is easy to share transfer on public to public. Okay, one person company. One person company is a company which is incorporated by only one person. If only one person need to register his company, not in a group, only one person, then this is make for that person to how to register your own company. Okay, it is the type of separate legal entity. It is also including Company Act. Okay, then minimum share capital is 1 lakh and member is 1. Company name ends with OPC, one person company. Then how to register company? Okay, the step first is acquire digital signature. Okay, first we have to acquire digital signature through the government portal. Then second step is acquire direct identification number DIN from the government portal. Okay, then third step is create account on MCA portal. New user registration at mca.gov.in. After that, fourth step is incorporate or apply for the company to be registered. And the second option is that we can register through CS. Okay, how to register proprietorship or partnership? Here, the proprietorship and partnership not a part. It is not a part of company. It is a legal entity. So this will only register through by CS or the CS. CS means company secrets. Okay. So what is startup recognition and DPIIT? Startup registration and DPIIT recognition is the same concept. It is the same. Then this recognition helps to the startup to avail benefits like access to high quality intellectual properties, services, resources, relaxation in public procurement. It is self-certification under the labor and environment laws. We can get easily fund of funds, tax exemptions for 3 years, etc. etc. Okay. How to register startup and apply for DPIIT recognition? First of all, sign up on Startup India portal, then complete profile and attach relevant document. Then apply for DPIIT registration from same portal to fill the form and attach personal and company documentation. Okay. Then we can how to okay. Any questions?
Yes, the question is there. They want to know about your startup.
Okay. So my
Means
startup is
how you have done the process and what exactly means you are working on, which is your company registered for. Then they want the personal information about your startup, Payback Resources.
First of all, I want to tell you that the only company can register for Startup India in Startup India portal for recognition of DPIIT. Proprietorship and partnership can't register for that. Only company in which company legalizing company act that can be registered for Startup India recognition. Okay. Then second part, how my company registered. First of all, I have the basic idea of my startup. Then I am searching for that. After that, I am meet some company registration like agents. Like there is CS, CS means company secrets. CA. Then there are the different kinds of firm in our country that they are supporting us to register our company. First of all, we need to make our own profile, like what is our income tax, or if I have any business from our family business or other kinds of business from my background. Okay, then then I will go to register for a company, any company. Then I need first of all my digital signature, then DIN means director identification number, then further process to complete the form on MCA portal and apply for that and pay compliances for that. This is the legal process to registered company in our country. And I did same process to registered my company, and after that I registered my company in incubation centers and the TBA.
Yes, I want to know, Miss, from the audience side, what are the benefits? What are the benefits for doing the registration on Startup India portal and DPIIT?
Okay. First of all, we have the tax exemption for 3 years after registration of DPIIT. Okay. Then various kinds of offers like intellectual property. We have a process in our country. The lengthy process for uh, IPR registration like trademark, then patent. This is offer from DPIIT. You can complete it less compliances, means less cost. After that, we have some government funding like Mighty Startup Hub and other kinds of funding by banks and other provided fundings means VCs and bank loan provided by the Startup India.
When should the company should be registered?
Okay,
What will be
first,
the means? What will be the exact, we can say, time to register your company? Before having an idea or after some duration of having an idea?
after some duration having an idea, because we don't have any idea, then we can't register. There is the we need to the domain, if we need to the domain of company. Like if I am working in technology, then I am registered something, for example, Mayur Technology or Sumago Technologies and digital technologies. We need that domain, that like digital technologies, resources, and other kinds of domain.
Without that, we cannot even register the company.
No, no.
Okay.
We need that domain. Like if we have a working on any kinds of field like fintech, then we are also registered in digitech, fintech, and technologies. Depends on the domain. Like if I have a company of food processing, then I need to do domain in food processing, different kinds of domain in different kinds of fields.
Okay. And what is the difference between LLP and private limited, and which is better to go for? Means, should we go for LLP or should we go for private limited? Because there is a lot of confusion between these two.
Okay. First
So
of all,
and also explain the benefit for going for means pros and cons, means advantages as well as disadvantages of that.
okay. First of all, LLP means limited liabilities. If you take a loan on your company, for example, you take a loan of 10 lakh rupees from any bank, then you have to pay. If I have a limited liability partnership company, then in this I have a responsibility of 10%. Then I will only pay the 10% of loan to that bank, particular bank. If I have a authority to pay, if I have a shares of 20%, then I only pay 20% of the loan in any condition. If any loss, the bank could not, the bank don't have rights to recover from your personal assets. It's only recover from your company, not from your personal assets. This is the benefit in LLP. In partnership, if you have 10% of share, there is the two kinds of shares. Like we can also call them as a equity based or a share based, means stake based. Okay, if I have a stake of 20%, then I need to pay 20% of loan to the bank. If I have only the uh, equity, then I don't need to pay. The director have to responsible for that company, not a shareholder. Shareholder only invest there, and if there is the loss, okay, then repay the loss from their own side. If the equity based investor, he don't have any interference between loan and other kinds of financial policies of company. And the private limited have more flexibility, like you can country, like
There
if
is
I
some network
want to
issue.
the investment of 1 crore, then it will be easy for us. Private, hello,
There
am
is
I
some
not
network issue.
audible, sir, properly?
Now it is okay.
Hello,
Now it is okay. Now it is okay.
hello.
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 There is something we can say network
Hello.
issue
Sir, am I
your
audible?
end. Now it is audible. You are audible to us.
Hello, sir. Am I not audible properly?
Yes, yes. Now it is
Hello.
audible.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yes. Yes, audience. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
See, you can have a question in Hindi also if you want. Try to understand the difference between which company you should register, right? So, if you have any question, doubt, anything, then the forum is open for discussion. This webinar, the objective of this webinar is the pre-incubatees which are enrolled under our TBI. So, they should know what exactly when should the company should be formed, which type of company should be formed, right? And what will be the costing and documentation required to form a company. So here we have called Mayur Patil. So if you have any doubt, then you can please have a discussion on this forum. The language is not the barrier, you can use any language, right? The thing is you should be clear with your doubts. Yes, Mayur. Hello.
Yes, sir. Am I
Now it is
audible?
okay. Yes, yes. Now it is
Okay.
okay. Yes, Mayur. One more thing I want to ask: what is the costing of formation of company? Right? It may be LLP or it may be private limited. Second thing, my second question continuation with this is, uh, what will be the duration required to form a company, right? For processing and all, and what are the yearly compliance charges which we have to pay, right? In terms of tax or anything, right? That are
Okay.
the yeah. So please guide us on this.
Okay. First of all, if we registered any kind of company like LLP and private limited, then a private limited have more compliances than LLP. Like you have to pay your taxes and all kinds. If you don't have any kind of business, then also you required to pay for that. Okay. It have like you have your DIN expiration, then renew it, and kind monthly, sorry, not monthly. You have to register or renew your company documentation yearly in private limited. Limited liability not required for that because it have only the partnership bid between the partners and registered under company act. Okay. Then you have to flexible. It means flexibility is a part of investors and the directors between the company. Private limited is more flexible, but more costly. Okay. LLP is less costable and low flexibility. It has low flexibility to transfer the shares and its name is limited liability. It have only the limited liability to the their shareholders and directors. Okay. Then the main difference between is that you can't grow your share. I mean, I have a 100% of share. That could be the quantity 1 lakh of share. Okay. And I have the company registered in private limited, and I can increase it. And LLP, you don't have right to increase that. If you want to increase that, you have to make your you have to lengthy process to make it. Okay. Then after that, first of all, when you registered it, depends on your business. If you have a small business, like you are only working in any area like Nasik or Pune, in base if you want to increase your business in a particular country, means pan India or in state, you have to uh, register private limited, because the pricing or the taxes vary between the state to state and district to district also, because we have a types of district like A grade, B grade, C grade. Okay, then it will be differentiate between that. Like if you have any kind of company like private limited, then you have a flexibility to run business from anywhere. But in LLP, you have to stuck on one place to do your business properly. Then the part of a private limited company, you have to pay your compliances through state to state, and the registration process is different between state to state. The MCA have permitted you to register your company in any state if you have different state. Like I am from Maharashtra and registering in Karnataka, it is possible, but the compliances are different. If I have a headquarters in Maharashtra, then I am registering the separate entity in Karnataka, then it will have different kind of compliances for both of branches of their company. Okay, then when we are registering company in Maharashtra, it will take minimum 11 to 12,000 rupees costing of that company registration. And if we are it depends on state to state. If you are registering Gujarat, it could be 7 to 8,000 rupees for registration of whole company. It depends on their MCS faculties. Like in Gujarat, you have a one window services, and out of Gujarat, in like Maharashtra, we don't have one window compliances and registering process. Okay, then it will the type, like I have to registration my dean, so the state government taxes are different, and central taxes are different in different kinds of area. Okay, it depends on your place, your location, your state, and your country. That's it. If any question?
How much costing is required for registering LLP and private limited?
Sir, it depends on director, size of director. If I have a two director or four director, the costing will be vary between that, and different between that. If I and it will change state to state also, and district to district also. If I registered in Pune based MCA, it will be different cost. If I will registered in Mumbai based MCA, it will be different cost. Not gap between 1 to 3,000 of rupees can be vary between that. Not
But
more
what?
than
How much? Average on an average, how much required for LLP?
11 to 12,000. Sorry, 11 to 12,000 rupees for registration of private limited, and 6 to 7,000 rupees for LLP in Maharashtra.
Okay. And yearly, how much compliances roundup cost we have to pay? Means for private limited and for LLP, means that is taxation and all. It's just a roundup so that they will come to know.
Everything. And it could be take 1 week to register private limited, and LLP I think must be 3 to 4 days.
Okay. Here I'm very much thankful to Mayur for guiding us on this particular parameter of registration of company or startup in India, and cover a different aspect of LLP and private limited and partnership firm. So we will come up with a short session on this particular aspect, so that the incubators will come to know how in which direction we should move. Right.
Okay.
So with this, I am very much thankful.